This is a much smaller spreader type bar. I took one of those 4-foot pieces of wood and cut it in half. It's 2 feet. It's got 2 bolts, one on each end, 2 eye bolts, and then a bolt in the middle. This, if somebody is sitting in I use it in the shower. If they're sitting in the shower with their knees to their chest, the bar goes under their knees. The wrists are attached on the outside. And then if you have a collar on them, you can attach the neck. And they can't move. Again, very cheap, very easy to make. And honestly, like these spreader bars made out of wood are a lot more strong and durable than the little metal bullshit ones they sell on all the adult sites or whatever. So that's it. And like I said, if you guys have any other shit you want me to make, send it to me. I'll see what I can do. Alright, so ever since I showed pictures of this thing on Snapchat, people have been asking me how to make it. It's super fucking simple. You can probably finish it in 20 minutes. It's just a spreader bar, and obviously the wand sits on you as you're attached by the wrists and ankles. It's just 4 eye bolts, whatever size you get, same size drill bit, drill a hole, screw them on. Use lock washers. I did not. And the vibrating will make the bolts come off, but they're still wedged in there pretty good, so the bolt's really not going to go. The eye bolt really won't go anywhere. Aside from that, just some of these, whatever size you prefer. Obviously a wand. I attached the wand with an industrial rubber band. I got it on Amazon. It was a 2-pack for like $10. It kind of made it pull to one side, so I stuck a zip tie on the opposite side to counterbalance it. And that's pretty much it. Very simply made and pretty cheap. This is just a 4-foot bar of wood. So I told you I was going to build that chair, and you guys always ask me how to fucking make things, so I figured I'd show you so you don't have to ask. The chair I got at Goodwill was dirt cheap, solid wood. I need a 3rd pair of these. And that's pretty much everything else. So, obviously these are for your ankles. These are for your wrists, but I'm actually gonna put another one on, like up here, depending on where I want your wrist. This is what I was talking about. So, if I want to jack your fucking legs up, I connect your legs to this chain, and then I can pull it as tight as I want, and then suspend it with your legs like up here. And there's gonna be beer caps face up all over here. Vibrator right there. And I think that's it. So now I have all the restraint points finished. You can see 2 behind the 2 front legs. Set here and there, and then up top as well. Both can be used for wrists. Chains can attach to the ankles. Jack them up as high as you want. Lock them into place. Fairly fucking easy. So this is the finished product. There were a couple things that were added that were not in the first video as far as materials. I'll show those in a second. That's the front of it. This is something that was added. That wasn't in there. I think the other thing that wasn't added was a second set of these, one on each side. Overall is Very easy to make, relatively cheap. The bottle caps, I got those from a bartender. You want to make sure you use flat bottle caps. I just super glued them on. I tried to screw them in and it split the chair. So super glue them on, but make sure they're flat. Make sure they're like from a twist off. Otherwise it's not gonna adhere to the seat as well. Also, there was a little bit of rust on some of these and it's kind of brutal. So what we ended up doing was cutting a very thin t-shirt to cover them. Still hurts like a bitch, but you know, kind of reduces the tetanus aspect of it. And I'll show that in a second. Still very effective. You don't really need to cover the back because there's not as much pressure going on there, but yeah, very thin. Still very much feel it. So that was that. I'm willing to make more of these videos, so if there's a toy or something you guys want to see made, message me on Snapchat or Instagram, and if it's doable, I got no problem doing it, showing how I did it, and putting it together for you guys. One thing that I forgot is that when I drilled the hole for the magic wand, I drilled a 2-inch hole because math is hard. And it was a little too big, so I got some weather stripping, which was a couple bucks, wrapped that around it, and wedged it in there. That thing's not moving, even with all the vibrating. And it's actually probably better to be against the weather stripping than the wood, so it's not super fucking loud. So this last one, well, first of all, I'm not in a garage anymore because I started shooting those other ones over the summertime. Now it's winter and it's cold as all hell, and I decided to move this inside. Anyway, this last one's real simple. I actually got the idea from somebody that's on my premium. He used rope, but I'm going to use zip ties just because, I don't know, I like zip ties better personally. It's really simple to put together, but probably the most important thing to keep in mind is that, like, all this stuff, all these toys, like, as long as you remember to stay creative, like, all these toys that I made, girls sent me pictures or followers sent me pictures, and I put my own twist on it. So anything you can think of. I like to use folding chairs, all kinds of stuff, but this is a quick and easy one. A lot of people have stools in their house. Be careful when you try to do this, because I actually went out and bought a stool and it had a lip hanging over like that far from the leg, so it really couldn't be used. Then I found this one. It's flush with the leg, and really all this is, just take a wand. Let's see. Height right. This might not work with zip ties. But then again, it might. Probably need an extension cord for this as well. These corded ones aren't very long. I don't think that's going anywhere. Super simple. Easy to set up, easy to, take apart. You use the zip ties, you can use the wand for other things. If you want to get really creative, and this is something that I would do, you can take the small spreader bar from the earlier videos and zip tie that there. this with one hand, but I doubt I'd be able to pull this off. Really don't need to zip tie it, to be honest, but looks better, a little bit easier. I don't know. Maybe you have to tie it with some rope, but you get the idea. You know what these clips over here are for. So, you know, like I said, just be creative, and if there's something you guys want to see me build, let me know. Send me a picture. Give me an idea, and I'll do my best to put it together for you, cheap and easily. So that's your 4 very easy to put together, very quick to make toys, and very inexpensive, you know, and I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun with them regardless. So hope that was helpful. Please subscribe, because that would be great. All right, take care.